Welcome to Minimally Kick. What's it? Vibranium.
Vibranium. That's my. I wonder who's out here doing that voice.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I must know that.
Who is doing that fake Spidey in his
Vibranium.
Spidey, his amazing friends, voice actors. Voice actors.
Ah man.
Monica, Gwen, Peter, Green Goblin. Who is doing Black Panther? Voice actors for Black. Wow. I say black. I'm about to say, but it says black guy. Oh my gosh, guys. True Valentino is Spider-Man. He has the voice actor. Yeah, okay.
All right, True Valentino. Vibranium.
Vibranium. That's crazy.
Oh my goodness,
Well,
bro.
okay, man. Let's see. You asked me about Michael Beasley. Michael Beasley, solid dude. I'm a fan of his. One thing that I find very interesting, and again, because of the level, which you know this very well, I'm relatively stoic. Like every every woman knows emotions are my weak suit. Cause you're gonna show them, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, do you want a grilled cheese? Okay. And so I see people like Michael Beasley, and he tells about how the story and everything when he was on the Miami Heat and how he took it personal.
Yes.
And what's very interesting to me is that in my brain, I take everything personal too. But it doesn't show in that way. I liken it to the me emulating the Kobe and Michael Jordan gene. The Paul George, no, DeMar DeRozan typically wore Kobe's. He didn't wear Kobe's when he played Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant said, cool, here's 40 points. Okay. If you wear my shoes, you wear my shoes. Okay? And so you would never
That's
see.
crazy.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan will tell you the whole story. He got the story. Like Kobe was offended, and it's weird because I always say I take things personal, and when I say I take it personal, I take everything personal, but it's only to be better. So I'm never gonna be like, oh no, like even when I first started out Uncle Cheesecake, and people bought other cheesecakes that weren't mine or bought desserts that weren't mine. I took it personal and I said, you clearly weren't good enough for them to only think of you, Daniel. You were not good enough. You need to go get better. And that's kind of how my taking it personal. I internalize it to get better at what I do.
Okay.
And not to be, and not to like literally never get offended at other people. I can still tell you, my really close friend Gerald, he likes the strawberry cake at Maxie D's. He's going to go get that. I will make a cake here. I will make a strawberry cake, and 100% know he wants to go get that cake. It does not offend me at all. Okay? But I go, my strawberry cake is not good enough to where he doesn't even think about that cake. And I never get offended because I don't think anyone, I don't think I have a monopoly on anyone. Jeremy's allowed to go eat Cheesecake Factory if he wants to. Won't bother me a bit. So even with me taking it personal and internalizing it, I look at it as Daniel, you weren't good enough to push it out of their mind. So you must do better. And it's all and this is one of those things that, all right, I'm the accountability, he's not a monster to me, okay? It doesn't bother me at all. I'm more than willing to take whatever accountability. I don't. So I'm more likely to blame myself for something that's like, hey, Daniel. Turns out he's a lot like he just didn't want your cheesecake this one time, and that's fine. Okay. so it's just weird because I look at him. He's like, they laughed at me, man. And I'm just like, oh, they probably did laugh at him. And it really hurt his feelings.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it, in no world would it ever hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Like people, again, we've had this conversation before. I have no clue who my naysayers are. I see a couple of them on the internet, but Daniel achieves everything. I have nobody to go, for all those people who didn't believe in me, I only see the people who did believe in me.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So
I was okay. So this kind of goes back to the conversation we were having earlier. When you already know what I'm talking about. When at home is not right, there are so many things that go wrong. Like there's so many things that go wrong. I would say the basic functions of life go wrong if things aren't set up in a good system. Michael Beasley, one of the most talented probably players to ever play the game of basketball.
never got the shine he deserved.
Never got the shine he deserved, like literally.
If we're talking about putting a basketball in a hoop, you need that basketball to go in that particular hoop right there.
Yes.
There's not many humans who have walked on planet Earth that are messing with that guy.
Right.
And,
Fact.
And we'll never know.
Yeah.
Or at least some people will never know. I've watched enough basketball to go, nah, really, he's like that.
Yeah. But then, so I've heard it this way. Michael Jordan would have been born just a few years earlier.
Yes.
He never would have been Michael Jordan.
Well, okay. Well, that goes. This is one of those issues with, not to digress, to get too far. That saying is exactly correct.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not because his skill. It's because of the window in time and what was needed in said window in time.
Correct.
There's a reason why all of the richest people in the world are all around the same age.
Yes.
That Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Elon Musk is one of the younger ones, but Jeff Bezos, all of these guys are around that same age. When the internet jumped out, they all did things with the internet, so they were able to make money because the internet was free.
Yep.
Right? All of the people our age are going to, we missed out on our YouTube opportunity. Obviously we're both trying to find a piece of it or something. But we missed out on it, right? Again, and we've had this conversation, I don't want to say we were too intelligent, but we didn't play enough like that. With the antics we would have had a fantastic time on Vine. We could have did really well on Vine.
This is a fact.
And all of those other social media platforms, but we were too into whatever we were into to not play on social media like that. So a part of us missed that.
Yep.
A lot of the young kids, and then some of the AI people, some of our guys are smart. Us and people a little bit younger than us will dominate AI. And so I say all that to say, Michael Jordan came at the time where he understood, maybe he didn't understand, he had what the NBA world needed, or at least he was willing to give them what he felt they needed it.
Yeah.
And it was what they needed.
Yep.
And so, fair.
Right.
Right? So he a couple years earlier, he's in that Magic Johnson, Larry Bird ring.
Uh-huh.
And how are you going to break through with that rivalry?
First, you gotta make it out of the East.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got Larry talking cash to people.
Yeah.
He is the great white hope, and the NBA loves to prop up a good white folk.
Yeah.
Anytime there's a good white person in a black-dominated sport, they're gonna get blown up.
They're gonna get blown up. Caitlin Clark. That's all it is.
You're gonna get blown up.
You're gonna get blown up. Absolutely.
And so him and that's the thing. I respect it. He's one of the few people where they call him the Great White Hope. I wonder if they're saying white in reference to his skin, but I'm so okay with it.
Do you know?
Yeah, but that's, and I guess it's because of how all of the OG black folk basketball talk about him. I go, he's allowed to be called the Great White Hope because it's one of those things. He clearly wasn't racist by any means,
Right.
and so he was definitely with whatever the NBA culture was. Magic Johnson said that was his mama favorite player or something like that. Which we're getting too far off, but you know, yeah, man, that whole NBA. I always find how humans, how they interact with their emotions, and I think mainly because I'm just not an emotionally driven person.
Mm-hmm.
I've had people legitimately be mad at me. I just had one of my good friends apologize to me because he said something. Because he felt a certain type of way. I had no clue that he felt that way, nor was I offended when he blew up on me. I was genuinely surprised from the apology, not because Ricky's really upfront and he'll apologize if he felt like he does something wrong. But I was like, he's apologizing to me? What happened? I was like, oh, I guess other humans would have been mad at that.
Yeah.
Or offended by that.
Yeah.
I just don't. Okay? People get mad all the time. It takes
I would also say too is like it's again based off of your background. You know, I know Miss Gray, she ain't playing no games. that was the first. That was the first stone right there. Stone on this foundation.
It was funny, a random story about her. I'll never forget it. We were talking about getting whoopings when we were younger. And she was just like, Mountain J, I never whooped you. And then just started busting out laughing. Because she wanted to be serious to believe that, I never hit you. But her body wouldn't allow her to believe that she really wanted to believe that. It was so funny. I remember looking at her like, is she playing with me? She legit, it was funny because she's like, Daniel, what are you talking about? I wasn't a beater like that. I didn't do any beating. I was like, everyone still laughs at me because I said when you were beating me, I thought I was going to die. You just kept hitting me. Okay? It's like 30 years removed from that moment, and I still live with that moment with everybody. And y'all remember when Danny was getting whooping, he started screaming, you're going to kill me. And she just went harder. So, it's funny. That's funny. I wasn't a beater. Wait, what?
Hold on.
That's what he said. I wasn't a beater.
I only identify you as a beater. You beat the brakes off me.
So it got worse? It was getting worse? That's it. It was really wrong, man.
Oh, bro. Look here. Look here. I got a similar story. I got a similar story, you know. I'm sitting in the bathtub, or I'm taking a shower. You know, I'm doing something dumb in there, you know. I'm a kid being a kid, you know. My brother come inside the bathroom. He's like, you better stop playing. Mama gonna come in here and give you a beating. So what did I do? I'ma get it. I started singing, I'ma get a beating. I'ma get a beating. I'ma get a beating. Whack, whack, whack.
Yeah!
She met me where I was. Congratulations. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
You think I'm a joke? Fine. I'm a joke. We'll see.
What's the daggone sound that they do on the internet? Fire! Yes, that actually happened to me, bro.
Good. Thinking I'm gonna get a beating.
So
Only for the beating to appear. The beating personified itself to reveal itself to you. Okay? In the
Look
most
here.
unopportune time.
the most unopportune time, boy.
That's it.
And I don't know if anything's worse than being beat while you're wet.
Yeah. Spicy. It's spicy.
I don't know what it is.
That's it. Look, I wonder what is the science behind being
Man,
slightly moistened.
the water probably heats up.
Yeah, what is it?
Fouls.
Pah!
The water just.
It just started bubbling my skin. Penetrate.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, bro. So you had that stone foundation from Miss Gray, and then you went to the military.
Yeah, those guys aren't the nicest people.
So
When you told me I was fat and ugly, he hoped I'd die every time we saw me. All because he said, what do you, he called me the B word. Hey, why you got my name, bitch? You talk about this man. His name was Gray. My name was Gray. He looked at me and told me, why do you have my name? After he looked at me, you said, you're fat and ugly. I hope you die. Oh, every time he saw me, fat and ugly, and I hope you die. I weighed 120 pounds.
yeah.
I was not fat, and I don't think I was. Well, he called me. You can call me a fat effing retard. I hope you die. He just see me, you fat effing retard. I hope you die, and he would just walk away. After he saw me, he made it his job to let me know. Okay. I was an effing retard, and that he hopes I die. So I don't know what I did to the dude. He got upset because my name was Gray. I didn't know he had rights to the name. He could have it. If he's going to attack me every day for it, I don't want it. So, y'all never forget that was so solid.
Yeah.
You fat, you're a retard. I hope you die. You just said that all the time. And then again, I got picked on a little bit at boot camp by the instructors, probably because I like to play games. So I was rewarded handsomely for all of my antics. I deserved everyone. I think I didn't deserve one time they hit me. But
I mean, look at here. Look at here.
nah, I was probably acting stupid. Who knows?
Look at here.
Fair.
Bring bullying back.
Bring bullying. Yeah, man, bullying wasn't too bad.
It wasn't. Well, see, here lies the problem, and it's like all of our stuff keeps coming back to this. If you didn't grow up in a home where you learned how to manage your feelings,
Yeah.
and I mean, you had some animosity. Like, I had some animosity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I went after my brothers and sisters with a knife. I did.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. It was, look, 120% crazy. I knew I wasn't actually going to stab them.
But that's-
I
we all
wanted
know
to
that's-
scare them.
for sure.
I was the youngest. So I always got picked on.
That's it.
So I had to do something like, I'm going to stab you.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Facts.
And so I had to scare him.
To do something.
I had to do something. But, you know, nobody got stabbed. Nobody was hurt
That's it.
in this
Well, it's,
whole thing.
what's even interesting is because Harper Grace, I think she said she was getting bullied or picked on. Some kid was saying something to her. And it was funny because we were all eating dinner last night. And without missing a beat, what Dallas say? I was just like, hey, Harper Grace. I was like, did you say something back to him? She's like, what? I was like, first off, you are your own first line of defense.
Thanks.
Not a teacher, it's you. So if they're going to pick on you, if you roast them real good, they'll leave you alone. Just fry them up. And what Dallas? Dallas would say, yeah, he said, because he said, they said something about my mama said my mama was ugly. And then Dallas was like, did you ask him? What'd she say? She said something. It was almost like a two-parter. Like, did you ask them if they knew what a mistake was? And there was like, she's like, wait, what? Huh? Yeah. When they say, what are you talking about? I tell them like, yeah, you're the mistake. Your mom didn't mean to have you. I said, oh. She said, I mean, so casually. She just, in the middle of her chopping up her pork chop, yeah, ask him what the mistake is. They ask you what the mistake is, tell them, like, all right, you're the mistake. Your parents didn't mean to have you here. What are you talking about? Me and Terry just start laughing, like, oh my gosh, she's ruthless. This is why she got in trouble for roasting kids at school. And to me, it made me feel good. Because Dallas told me one time she was getting picked on. The next time I heard about it, it was Dallas was getting in trouble because she was roasting every single person at the lunch table. Okay? It was a problem that happened once. Some little boy said he don't like her hair. Fine.
That's okay.
Fired him up for the rest of the school year too. They're like, all right, Dallas, chill out. Nah, you want to talk about me.
That's it.
They don't want to talk about you no more.
You lit the fire. Get this smoke.
And so I was just like, I was so proud of that. Like, I about to post a Facebook post. If your kid come home talking about, did you know you was a mistake? I apologize. That was my daughter. Your kid said something to mine. Mine had to let them know that they were not intended to be here on planet Earth. It was just so funny how quick. Like, that was the first thing she said, very casually. I'm like, oh, she ready to roast cat.
Yeah, 120%. I love it. I love it. It's fantastic.
That's it. Well, I think one of the issues that we've had on planet Earth is that we're trying to limit our buzzword trauma.
Yeah.
And some trauma is good. Now, that becomes the golden thing of how much trauma is necessary.
Yeah.
There needs to be a fair amount of it.
I believe so.
And we're trying to circumvent all of the trauma.
I believe so.
And in turn, it hurts us more by circumventing all of the trauma. So, it is what it is. And even with me, I don't try to circumvent all of it. I want my kids to have some issues, right? I don't mind some adversity.
Yeah.
So.
Look at here. It makes you better. Okay?
But Joe.
It makes you better. You know, that's what I've been trying to do with my son. And just look, he want to jump around. Let him jump around. Once he fall down, bob his head one time. He learns.
It only happens. So many things with kids. It only happens once.
That's it.
It was funny because at Declan's birthday party, we was at the Children's Museum in Greensboro. I don't know if you know, they got this giant 30-foot thing.
Net thing, yeah.
So Declan was like, I don't want to climb up it. I was like, oh, I wasn't asking you.
Bye.
She gets up there and she's scared. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, she's stuck up there. Oh, no, she's not stuck. She's fine. And she's about to cry. Oh no.
That's it.
Okay. I said,
you'll figure it out.
Come on, come down. She didn't want to come down. I said, all right, okay, cool. Let me go be a good dad. I go up there. They're like, are you going to get her down? I was like, I'm not going to touch her. She's going to bring herself down. I'm just going to be closer to her as she brings herself down.
That's it.
And she was like, what? I was just like, I'm physically not going to touch her one bit.
Yeah. She
can very well still fall to her demise. I will just be there closer and quicker. That is it. And she got herself down. Surprise, surprise. And so that's always been my strategy of just like, I am not here to make your life easier.
No.
I'm here to help you, guide you through a hard life.
Yep.
That is it. It's not to make your life easy. I'm here to guide you through a difficult one.
Mm-hmm. Because it's difficult.
Yeah, because it sucks for everybody, by the way.
Yeah.
But that's always been a thing.
Yeah.
But again, it's about kind of rallying your emotions. I mean, I guess stuff hurts. I see Michael Beasley hurt a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's weird.
Well, I mean, again, like just because I've seen him on several podcasts. And, you know, my man's emotional.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? He's working out a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And I don't think he had anybody reliable around.
You know what? One of those things I always find is very interesting. Do you not have anybody reliable around because there's nobody around? Or do you not allow anyone to be around?
I would say...
Because we'll look at myself. Jeremy, you know everything that's going on in my life.
Right.
Right? And I allowed myself to tell you and get over my ego of telling you, right?
Yeah.
So I went from the highest of high peaks financially, bringing in 6 figures, not a care in the world, got everything I want, doing whatever I want. And then after my divorce and all of that, going to next to nothing and scraping to get by in life, right? I've never been scared to tell you that. Hey, look, man, And because I did that, then someone was around, right?
Yeah.
Michael Beasley on Shannon Sharp's interview says, I mean, he was here for me, but I couldn't let him. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody on your couch. So he didn't allow himself to be on the couch because of his pride. Jeremy, I would have came and slept on your couch.
Yeah.
I would have kept the same, slept on your floor. I don't care.
Yeah. I get that. I get that.
I'm never too big to. I've never been too big to ask for help. Now, there's only a few people who I even feel comfortable asking for help. You, Gerald, maybe everybody in my wedding party plus you. And I don't even ask none of them for help for real. But like, I made sure that I could ask them for help. But in the same sense, I ensured that I helped. I remember Catherine used to say this. Daniel, it's weird that your friends will do whatever you tell them to do. And I go, for the most part, yeah. I was like, that's not because she thought it was like a power dynamic thing. I go, no. It's because they all know if they need me, I'm going to be there for them.
Yeah.
And I go, that's why I always tell people, for some people, I'm a difficult friend to be, have. Because if I need you to be there.
Right.
If I need something from you, I'm expecting you to do it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, I know, for me, the opportunity to help me doesn't happen often. And if you don't, again, I'm not going to be offended. Fair, you don't have to help me. But understand that energy will always be reciprocated.
Yeah. And rightfully so.
Yeah.
I think that's the other part of it too, is like, there's a lot of people who expect a bunch of people to just, at the drop of a hat, come help them. And you've never done
anything for anybody.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
We've had this conversation. I think it's weird that people think that people are friends for nothing. That's the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah.
We are, and it's not that our relationship between me and you is not transactional, but you expect a certain amount of something from me, as I expect a certain amount of something for you. We're not friends for just no reason. That's the stupidest thing ever. I hate when people say, I just helped this out the car. No, you didn't.
No.
Now, you got your onesie twosies things for randos that, like, if I gave a homeless man $1 or something, I did that out of the kindness of my heart. Honestly, you could probably boil it down to, I wanted to be looked at favorably in the eyes of the Lord, so I had to give him the money. I felt compelled to give people the money or give people money or give people things because I go, oh, God would have wanted me to help this person.
Yeah.
So it almost even gets to the point of like, are you doing this for your salvation's sake? So even at that, if you even want to play the game, a lot of times people do a thing for a thing.
This is a fact.
And so, I have people ask me, why does the city and people you get to do certain things, Daniel? You get to be in certain rooms and X, Y, Z. And I always go, I say I fed the city. They're like, what do you mean? I was like, I physically fed the city. Like I fed the city like by bringing attention to us consistently on a national food level, as well as like I saw some people over there and I brought them cheesecake. That owner of that company, there was no other reason. I felt like talking to him, and I know he's too busy to talk to me, no matter how cool Uncle Cheesecake is. But if Uncle Cheesecake has cheesecake or food in his hand, everyone's got time to talk.
That's it.
And so I go, I only got these things because I fed the city. So I did stuff for the city. So now when the city helps me, I'm not lucky. It's not that I'm lucky.
Right.
It's I sowed the seeds, and sometimes it's sowing seeds that you have no clue what they were for, and then you come back to reap them 3 or 4 years later, and I go, yeah, oh no, this relationship was started. I gave them $20 worth of cheesecake.
Yeah.
The other day, not the other day, last month, Gene Rhodes, guy who owns Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
or is the owner operator of the 2 Chick-fil-A's in the city.
Yeah.
His wife's favorite cheesecake is key lime. The first key lime of the season, I went and brought them 3 or 4 slices of key lime cheesecake. Hey, G, man, I remember your wife loves key lime. It was her favorite cheesecake we made. Haven't seen you in a while. Just wanted to say, hey. Oh my gosh, Daniel, thank you so much. He talks to me, gives me 3 free meals. Gene's gonna think about me. Daniel randomly bought me something. If I need something, it's just that simple.
Yeah.
So allow yourself to be what you would call it. We, as Americans, we've come to an unhealthy relationship of self-made.
Yes.
And
We talked about this before.
yeah,
We'll probably talk about it to the end of time, honestly.
yeah,
Just because it's the way of Western world.
yes.
It's like nobody helped me. I did it all on my own type of attitude, and it's garbage. And I would even say it taints the friendship pool.
Or relationship.
Yeah, or relationship pool. Like
However you deal with
however
things.
it's tainted it because even if you're trying to be like I've had this experience because I don't have many friends.
Fair.
Just honestly, just out of sheer fact that I try to be nice. I try to open up. I've tried to open up a couple of times, and the times that I've opened up, somehow it gets thrown back into like how we were talking. It wasn't supposed to go anywhere else. Like we were talking, or like I'd help somebody out, and then, I'm saying, like, what are you doing this for? I mean, I saw that you need some help. I'm just trying to help. I don't expect anything from you. Like, I literally don't. I literally don't expect anything from you. I just saw that you need some help. Let's be cool. Let's be cool. And maybe, just maybe, hopefully, I won't need it, but maybe, just maybe, you'll have the chance to pay it back.
Yes. Oh, I don't remember what behavioral psychology course or whatever I was taking. They were saying how that form of currency is worth more than actually the help somebody when they're in need. If you do it to the right people, it's worth more than the money. Like, to the other person in their brain. Oh, you needed a 20. I gave you a 20 when you were down 20. You're in the grocery store and your homeboy needed 20. You get your homeboy a 20. You will receive that 20 like 3 times over. And like it was a crazy study or something that they were talking about. Like, you have the opportunity to do that for somebody, you do that for them if you know them for real, because you will. It's almost like an investment in the future. That's a quick way to turn 20 into $60, just because. Oh, buddy needed XYZ for groceries for his kid. Hey man, I got it. Don't worry about it. Boom. That human's going to see you. And even in my shop, I've given somebody some cake or something because they needed it. Grandma, I remember it was one old lady who was turning old and something happened or whatever. And I gave him a cake. Not, hey man, you need some? Cool, bet. I got an extra cake. I can muster up a cake for Grandma's 90th birthday or whatever.
Right.
And the next thing you know, 6 people come from that party. Yeah, they said that you did that for free and da-da-da-da, and they were going through this. And a lot of times they just told me that they needed something. They didn't tell me why they needed the thing. And so then I go and I do the thing, and then boom, it comes back to me. Yeah. So it's the whole thing is interesting.
Yeah.
Humans and their emotions are incredible.
Yeah.
How it can affect the human psyche.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fact, you know. And I'm not going to go too deep into it, but just seeing the judicial system. Mm-hmm. 2 parts. I see why cases are behind. There's 25 major crimes going on right now. We've only been through 1 case today, or 1 case this week. Like literally, I'm saying like I walked past I saw a cart and it was full of cases. And you only did 1 this week, bro.
That's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact.
Bro, I was saying to myself like, yo, this is insane. I'm on jury duty. I gotta go back tomorrow, by the way. It's terrible. It's terrible.
At least you'll get a jury duty check.
I don't want that crap.
It's gonna be $13.
13 strong ones, bro.
Let me see. I think the last time I went, I was there for 2 days. I got $33 or $23 or something.
Man.
So I mean, you go get a half a tank of gas, maybe.
Maybe.
Gas price is high. You'll get a quarter tank.
Yeah, you get a quarter tank for all.
You could. Yeah, I mean, will it be anywhere close to the money you should have made?
No.
Not even close.
Not even close.
No.
But
wait, hold on. Now I just thought about that. Does your job still have to pay you for those days? What's the legality of it? I remember being on a fire truck the last 2 times I had jury duty. So I could leave the fire station and be on jury duty. They didn't care, and then just come back to the fire truck.
so I think it's a lot of rise of this. You get whatever you get paid for jury duty, you submit that in. That you submit that into the company, and they take that portion out of the pay, and you still get paid full.
Okay.
But they take that that's like, all right, thank you. We ain't gotta pay you for 24 hours that you missed. We're only paying you for 20 hours or whatever what happened.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that'll be the thing. That's just
I mean, outside of just dealing with idiots all day.
Look at here. Look at here. Well, again, I ain't gonna say much about it because I'm technically not supposed to. But yeah, it makes me understand why we're in the current circumstance that we are in this nation. Like it really makes me understand. I'm like, man, and it goes back to what I was talking about earlier. When you start to see those kids failing, we got to get them out of there, bro. We got to get them out of there. It's too late for the parents. They're done. They're cooked, bro. They're cooked. You can't salvage them. You might be able to save that kid, but them right there, they're done.
We have to move on.
They're done. You can't, like, there's not. Only,
I'm not mad at you. Sometimes you just gotta write the humans off and move forward.
Hey, look at here. Only God can help you. Only God can help you now.
My name's Jeremy. Jeremy. It's not God.
I don't have the G, the O, or the D. I am not him. Okay? You're done. Come on. Let's see if we can't salvage this. Let's ship you off. Let's ship you off. Let's get you into what's the name to where you're in the system. Everybody's doing the thing. Let's get after it. I'm not wasting precious resources on you.
That is, if there's one thing that I'm a big fan of my personality for, it's the ability to write you off. Because that is so right. Like, there's not enough time to think for that one.
No!
If they're still around when we come around, we'll try to figure out something then. But as of right now, we have to push forward.
You've got to. For the greater good. Bye, nigga. You got to go. No. And I think that's part, again, we've talked about this before. You got to have some sort of social service and help and things like that. I do believe that we give away too much. I do think it goes out the window. Look, I'm
trying to wrestle with, do we give away too much or do we not require enough with what we give?
Both. I'm going to say both. Because, case in point, what was it, 2008, 2009? I can't remember. Whatever. I was dumb. I lost both my jobs. I went and I got unemployment checks. In my brain, I'm like for me, I'm like, ain't no way in hell I'm staying on this for longer than I have to. Like, get me off of this as soon as possible. Yes. So I'm applying for jobs all over the place. Boom, went temp agency. Boom, got a job. Cool. Mm-hmm. I can run with this. I'll never forget when COVID came around. People were literally talking about it. Oh yeah, I'm staying at home.
I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I left the fire department during the pandemic. You know that. I would have been better off leaving a year earlier. I would have been in a better financial situation if I would have left a year earlier. Me staying out and being
super Negro
and leaving, it cost me coin, serious coin. Like I understand that was a one-off. That time was a one-off, but that whole pandemic time, I think it's really interesting with the always like the unemployment in those social programs. Um, how all of those run, and I wonder how different our system is because I will have to say that probably Bill Clinton had the best welfare program, right? It was called Welfare to Work. That was kind of the name of it. You had to put in a certain amount of work, and it got people off, and it was a pretty big economic expansion or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I can't say you're wrong. I completely understand why you say, "Hey, we are giving too much and not requiring enough of people who are on it."
Because
I know the latter. I definitely agree with, for sure. That unequivocally.
yeah, because I'm like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't help people. Yeah, like, but that help should be temporary. For somebody to be on unemployment or be able to collect checks for multiple years, just like you're stacking up years, without actually putting anything back into it.
I'll tell you this. Everybody puts into it to a certain degree, but I do think this is another. Now we're talking socioeconomic issues about how the government spends money. I would rather, and I guess it's a whole. I don't even want to bring this up because it's a whole nother issue. Because now I'm getting to like I would rather the people on the social programs get it because I know we're gonna subsidize a big corporation. Elon Musk and the big banks and the Jeff Bezoses of the world, and we're gonna subsidize. If you're rich enough, we'll subsidize you, but which is essentially corporate welfare. I don't.
This is a fact. Why?
Yes, there's more corporate welfare. Before I say that statement, because I want to say there's more corporate welfare than given to individuals.
That to me that's crazy sauce. Like, why can't everybody pay the same percentage of tax? Like, doesn't matter whether you make 10 million or 10,000. You pay the
same.
same.
I knew it. Yes, by many estimates, the federal government spending and tax breaks on corporate welfare exceed direct social welfare spending. Yes, I knew it. I did want to say it without being sure of it. I was sure of it. Yes, so. But anyway,
that's a whole nother thing. Like if
that's what we have digressed so far.
We definitely have. We definitely
have a conversation.
We kind of got on the whole Michael Beasley thing.
Yeah.
And
I'm praying for that, brother.
You know. Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully, he get all this stuff, and do all the things he needs to do.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, man. One weird situation I've always said is that, like, I honestly believe, for the most part, most people get what they deserve. There's a lot that goes into being successful, or achieving whatever your goals are.
Yeah.
Daniel Gray can cook. Okay, there's no question. There's probably a lot of chefs in High Point that are better than me, that probably have more physical skill than I do. I just outthink them and I just outwork them. So I deserve to be here just because I use my brain as well as my physical skill, right? So, you know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Steph Curry deserves to be in the spot he was in.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook is capable of doing more of the things.
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry says, I'm going to use my brain and my ability. Ray Allen, same way. Right? Ray Allen said, I'm going to keep moving, constant motion, running off of screens. Even though Ray Allen came into the league and he was yamming on folks. once that gammon on folks subsided, he was intelligent.
Yep.
Jason Kidd was a captain of the USA team with LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Chris Bosh, Dwight Howard, all right, Deron Williams. He was a starter on there. There were other humans who were much more physically gifted than him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But Jason Kidd was smarter than everybody else, and he can control the room better than everybody else.
Yep.
Therefore, he deserves to be there.
Yep.
So a part of me goes, look, a part of me goes, Michael Beasley. You let your emotions because of your perceived how you perceive the world mishandled you.
Yep.
You let your emotions drive you to do certain things.
Yep.
And therefore, you never got the ability to shine.
Well, do you also believe that he was never you don't use the tools you don't have?
But
Do you think that he was never equipped with the tools?
now you make it work. You don't get to pick the cards in the hand. When the hand's dealt, you don't get to pick them. The same way a royal flush in poker can get you to win, you can have absolutely nothing in your hand and still win, right? It doesn't matter what you have in your hand. It's the ability to learn and to play with what your hand is, right? I know that there's been times where I've had chefs look me in my face and tell me I can't wait to work with you. I go talk to the guy who's working with them who can help make the decision and help get me paid and for us to work together. And then he goes, I don't know, he doesn't want to work with me. The dude just saw me talk about how he's excited to work with me. Never works with me. And so I never became bitter because this has happened. This is my situation with the cafeteria staff at Volvo. Their head chef tells me he wants to work with me. Oh my gosh, I love you, man. I saw you do boosted my head up. The guy who's in charge of the kitchen, right? Technically not his boss, but the guy who's essentially his boss. Not technically on paper, right? He wants to do stuff with me. He's coming over here getting tiramisus. I'm consistently feeding him and his wife. They know the food's good. They love everything. They're getting to work. But the decision is on his head chef, right? Instead of being salty with Volvo, I still just went and had an opportunity to go look at their marketing staff and tour their building and learn how they shoot and film stuff. I didn't say I'm salty because Volvo doesn't want to work with me. I still showed up and looked at cameras and talked to people. So it sucks because I think about Michael Beasley and I think about one of my favorite rappers, which is Wale. Wale is one of the most skilled artists on planet Earth. I will die on that hill. Wale is probably one of the one of the top 10 lyricists, top 5 lyricists on planet Earth today, top 5 delivery guys. Wale is better than most of your favorite rappers. Because of his mental, right? He can't break through in the industry. Okay. He just keeps doing weird things.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
I love Tiny Desk. He went to Tiny Desk and started singing a whole bunch of very, very, very pro-black songs. I'm all for you singing pro-black songs. There's 3 of us in that crowd.
Yep.
This isn't the time to... Sue Me, he got a song called Sue Me. It's one of my favorite Wale songs. Sue Me, I rule, but everybody is black. That's the lyrics. That's one of my favorite songs.
Yep.
I listen to it consistently. If you tell me pick five Wale songs to listen to, that one's probably showing up. Why would you play this in front of all of these white people?
Yeah,
They're never going to get that.
They're never going to get it. They're never going to understand it.
That's it.
And that's okay.
So that's what I say is...
I would even say this. I also think people try to force people to understand them, and they're never supposed to.
Fact. Oh, Rama.
Like they're never supposed to. Why are you pouring energy over there?
And guess what? They're not wrong for not.
Facts.
That's the important part, that they're not wrong for not. Outside of basic human decency stuff, right?
That's it.
Okay? They need to understand for slavery reasons. Right? You got those big things, right?
Yeah.
But outside of that, homeboy trying to help him build up a business, a dessert business. He don't want to listen to me.
Yeah.
He doesn't have. Okay, cool.
That's fine.
I just look at him and say, you will pay for it. We know we're at $3,900 right now. We have 4 bands of his inability to listen to me. He just came home and saw some new stuff and said, oh, I did this wrong. I haven't tallied up the mistakes that we just learned about today. From the last time we tallied up, it's $4,000 of not listening.
Mm.
One of his biggest issues is I had to go to New York because it was too expensive to set up all my business in Georgia. He didn't listen to me, so he didn't have enough money. He had to move 1,000 miles away because he didn't listen.
Mm.
I had told him, I said, you know how you said it was too expensive? You spent it all not listening to me.
Yep.
So while you said you had to go do this and you swore up and down, I told you you could have done it here.
Yep.
I told you you had all of the resources you needed. You did not listen to me. Fair. You'll never get that $4,000 back.
No.
And you're still fighting behind the 8 ball.
That's it.
And hoping to get it done by the end of summer. We don't think you're going to make it. It's going to be another year now.
Yep.
Because once we start rolling in the winter, brother, you're cooked.
Yeah, you're done. If
So,
you're not up and running and going before winter.
but in the spring before the summer hits,
Yeah.
you're cooked, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if you don't, he doesn't have to listen. He doesn't have to understand. No one has to understand anything you say. I don't care how much it hurts your feelings. No one's obligated, and this was our message that I was giving to him. No one ever has to support me ever.
Yeah.
It is not my friend's job. It's not no one's job to support me. It's my job to be good enough that I'm worth supporting.
Yeah.
I hate when people get upset when their friends don't buy stuff from them. They don't have to do any of that stuff.
Facts.
And again, they're not wrong for not. Okay?
Really facts.
It was your fault for not making it so compelling that they felt they must. That was a you problem. It was never their fault. It was always you. So I think that's one thing that people, again, they have a problem with. But then again, here I go running around with making people be accountable. All right, telling them it's not the world's fault. It's always yours.
It's always yours. I saw a post talking about that. Where I don't know. You might send it to me, but the chick was like, once I left Christianity, the devil left me too. And then she made a follow-up video talking about, people who were obviously a bunch of Christian people commenting on that post, so on and so forth, and saying, well, devil's not paying attention to you now because you're on the same team.
Got
you.
Got you.
Yeah, I mean, look.
That's chilled out because you finally crossed over.
Yeah, he said, oh, it's fine. It's fine. I ain't worry about you no more.
It was fighting pretty good.
Yeah. She over here now. Yeah, I mean, come on. That's one of his biggest deceptions. Is convincing everybody that he's not real. Crazy work. Crazy work, right? But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But, she was like, religious people are unaccountable. Christians are unaccountable to their actions. It's like, no, if you read the red letters, if you read them red letters, the red ones, special highlighter, red, blood red, okay? You read the red ones, pretty accountable. Yep. He's pick up your cross and follow me, huh? Hold on, is that not accountability? I thought it was. I thought it was, but hey, look at here. Well, what do I know? But yeah, it's weird how people they run away from it as fast as possible. Like, I can't be around it. I can't be around it. Yeah.
The boogiest of all.
the boogiest, okay?
The boogiest of all of the boogeyman.
Hey, look, don't talk to me about.
It's really like, you know what's really weird with people who think that the world values what they value, right? And so, like, in being right or being wrong, because people are so afraid of accountability, they think finding a fact that makes you wrong hurts your feelings. I'm like, no. I was like, what? So I'm wrong now? So now I have more correct information? Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
I want to let you know, whenever people prove me wrong, they never get the satisfaction that they were hoping for. I go, it's really that? Oh, Big Bet, thank you. I've been out here saying the wrong statistic.
That's it. That's it.
And so proving me wrong, it doesn't make you feel good because I genuinely don't care to be wrong.
That's it.
It doesn't bother me at all.
That's it.
And they're like, oh, you just acting that way because you don't. No, you wanted me to be groveling and so upset and fighting to defend my point. There's no defense, right?
No.
If you told me the fact, and my fact was wrong for whatever reason, my fact was wrong, and you're not trying to find some little caveat or divot to make me wrong. If I say, hey, look, the biggest country in the world, if I honestly thought the biggest country in the world is America, I really believe that, and you go by land area, it's Canada, and I go look at it, and it's Canada. Oh damn, thanks, brother.
Yeah.
I was wrong, and that was it.
I can't be out here spreading misinformation.
Yeah.
People are in love with spreading misinformation.
That's it, yes.
They're in love with it because it feeds their narrative.
The internet needs to be taken away.
It's got to be gone. Oh my gosh! I saw something else this guy was talking about that. He said he got off of his phone, off of his smartphone for 2 weeks, and back to basically a brick flip phone. And his brain started moving faster, cognitive ability, all this good stuff. And one of the statistics was like, they said that kids and teenagers are spending up to 8 hours on a phone or tablet or some sort, or screen time. I was like, God,
8 hours
dog.
a day?
8 hours a day, bro.
I be feeling bad when I be in here trying to listen to stuff because I be in here by myself all day. It was funny because it was happening yesterday. I was like, Daniel, do you have to be listening to a book? Do you have to be this? Does this video have to be going on? Shut up and bake in silence. I got offended by myself. I got offended it was a random Thursday. I was offended because I thought I was watching the screen too much. Who knows? It probably wasn't even that much, but to me, Daniel, shut up, bake in silence. And I sat there and I baked in quiet for no other reason why I'm like, this, I feel like it's been unhealthy.
Yeah, look at here.
And I know I know it wasn't 8 hours, okay?
Yeah.
But I just knew in my brain, I go, it's definitely got to be unhealthy.
Well, we talked a little bit about this when I told you I had jury duty. Mm-hmm. 40 people. In fact, there was more than that. There was way more than that. But I said 40 people. Out of the 40 people, 35 people were on their phone. The other 5, 2 or 3 were reading a book, and the other 2 or 3 were asleep. I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh my gosh. By the way, I was actually one reading the book, so you know. I mean, I got on my phone for a second, you know, text my wife, text Daniel real quick. I was like, hey, yeah, I'm in, you know, doing this, blah, 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 blah. But then after that, I slid my phone back inside my backpack. I'm like, bop, I'm sitting here reading the book. Yeah. How phones have taken over, like it has taken over, and people can't live without it. They can't manage without it. I saw a lady, literally, she was on her phone and she fell asleep and she dropped that thing 5 times. I'm not exaggerating on the number of times.
Just leave it down, ma'am.
She dropped that thing. Just
put it in your pocket.
Cut it off and put it in your pocket. It's clear. You're sleepy.
Go to bed.
Just go to sleep. You don't have to have the phone on. Just go to sleep. It's okay.
Oh my gosh. That's too funny.
Bro.
Oh my gosh.
That joint, it about took me out. I'm like, what are you doing? Just go to sleep. It was the same woman over there watching AI videos. It's the same one. I said, what are you doing? It's the same one. She fell asleep on the jewelry stand, dropped a notebook 3 times today. Okay? Okay? I think she got a medical condition, but I'm not for certain. Crazy work, bro.
It is crazy.
Crazy work.
Crazy life in the job.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. So, man, hold on. Take accountability. It's your life. Take accountability. And then if you got dependents, take accountability for them. God, dog. Stop being stupid. Raise your kids. Raise your kids.
Oh, no, they're not good at it.
Then just try.
They suck.
Just try. Read all the parenting books. Do something.
We did. All right. Okay. This is the one thing, especially in American culture, the individualism and the throw away the saying there's more than one way to skin a cat. Throw it away.
Facts.
Because this is the thing. When people say stuff like that to me, Daniel, your way's not the right way. There's more than your way to do it. I go, yeah, you're right, but I know that one's wrong. Screw it. There's another way to do it. I can guarantee you that one's wrong. How can you say that? Because it's stupid.
I could tell you.
And so because everyone wants to raise their kids any which way they want to raise their kids, it's not good. Even people saying at Declan's birthday party, people were like, man, you about to get in trouble. Because this little kid kept climbing up that slide off to the big thing.
Yeah.
And Declan wanted to go down the slide. Oh, we're not moving, brother. I need to go. No, you need to go down the slide. It was like, you can't make that kid go down the slide. I was like, and who's going to stop me? Where if his parents come out? I hope he can fight. Okay? What do you want me to say? I'm not going to touch this kid, but this kid's going down that slide because my kid's not moving. So something's got to give. Again, this is why I train. To make sure that I can deal with these situations. Whatever comes of it is what comes of it.
That's it.
We'll figure it. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
That's it.
Okay, my favorite one to say is, I'm with whatever they're with.
That's it.
Whatever you want, I'm on that too. So we can do it. I love talking, but that wouldn't be the first fist I saw coming my way. Probably won't be the last one. I tend to go hang out with people who like to throw them around. It is what it is. And so it's just everyone wants to be the. No one can tell my kid anything.
This is true.
That's weird.
This is true.
This is weird. Look, man, I pray that I'm never in the grocery store with a kid acting out too crazy. I'm one of them. I feel like I gotta pop your kid. I pop a random kid.
D-Gray, well, we do not need you going to jail, man.
What did daddy gonna say?
Oh, yeah,
Pop my
we
kid?
do not.
Yeah. The alternative was this. But why'd you do that? Hey, brother, I told you what the alternative was. Okay? Now, if you want to take it any further than this conversation, because I'm done with the conversation, I 100% did it. In no way, shape, or form am I sorry. I would like to move on with life. If you want to stay here, I'm with that too. Okay? I like I said, I respect the mother. I respect the mother of the kid who got slapped by the bus driver. Because she was my bus driver. I gave that woman hell. She never slapped me. I definitely deserve to be slapped. If I'm gonna be honest, the way I was acting on that bus, if she would have slapped me, I would have been like, hopefully my mom doesn't hear about it because she's gonna slap me too.
That's it.
All right. But when she slapped that kid, that one parent said every person has their breaking point. She knew her son was bad. She said everybody has their breaking point, and that was the end of it. She didn't do any charges, whatever. Whoever's watching this video, if someone ever watches this video, tell that mama she can come get a slice of cheesecake because I believe she's a pillar of the society.
Come on, get the cheesecake.
You deserve it.
Yeah. I get both sides of it too, because it's like some people. No, you don't need to be laying nobody's hands on nobody's kid because you can't handle your emotions.
Now that becomes the thing. If we can all, as a society, or as your group, all know how to handle all of your, we can all get on one page, then it's different, right? When all the Africans are together, growing up, I knew anybody's hand was reasonable to go upside my head. And my whole objective, if someone's hand went upside my head, I hope that it stayed between us.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm sorry. Don't tell her. Because you gave me one, she's got 20 in the chamber.
That's it.
That's our secret.
That's
You
it.
slap me in the back of the head. Okay, so we need to get back to that.
Oh my goodness, that's a fact.
I've always been a village mentality kind of guy, probably because I came from actual village people, okay, or tribal people. That's like a thing. So maybe that's that.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyways.
That'll do it. Well, we had 1 hour and 13 minutes.
We did it.
We did do it. Take accountability.
Yeah.
Slap your kids around. Bye.
Bye. Bye.